Good evening. Thank you for joining us for the opening reception for May Maylisa Cat's new media gallery installation, Karmic II. We would love for you to come visit the installation at the gallery. You can drop us a line, jsp@jackstraw.org, or give us a call, 206-634-0919, to schedule a visit between now and September 10th. We'll also be having a live streaming gallery talk with May on the evening of Friday, August 13th at 7 p.m., right where you're watching this. So I hope you'll join us for that. We would like to thank the Seattle Office of Arts and Culture, For Culture King County Lodging Tax Fund, Washington State Arts Commission, the National Endowment for the Arts, Arts Fund, Rainier Foundation, and individual contributors for their support of our artist programs. We could not do this without you. And this exhibit in particular is supported in part by funds from the Oregon Arts Commission, so thank you to them. I also want to give you a quick warning. This installation does include media reenactment and mention of sexual violence.
Hello, everybody. Hi, I'm here. Hi. Welcome to Horror and its Universe at the Duper Union School of Art, course QT FOK 12. As you could see, things have shifted a bit due to COVID, and here we are. You can call me by MC, that's my initial, and just let some folks in from the waiting room from Zoom, okay? All right. Okay, so in this class, we'll be learning about the wide range of experiences in the horror genre, including media theories and tropes. We'll be watching several films during the class and outside of class. Assignments will consist of you, the students, recreating your own horror tropes and characters. Students will learn how to elicit emotional responses from the audience, from fear to terror to relief and just paranoia. As always, you can reach me at mc@duper.edu. So let's look at the syllabus. So on week 1, we'll be learning about killing the patriarchy. We'll look at the monstrous feminine. We'll look at, the ghost mother, who's always coming back because of her child. We'll look at the dutiful wife who's so in love with her human husband, that loyalty. We'll also look at the popular girl in a white dress. That's a very popular one, you know. And then on week 2, we'll look at the economy of the horror genre. We'll look at the development of transnational horror, from Western horror versus Eastern horror.
Bok Bok is an 8-bit game where you play as a Thai food delivery boy and his fight for survival during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Wow.
You need to deliver the food to the customers by dodging cars and obstacles.
No.
Watch out for the baddies, the Karens, and the girl boss.
Wow. So you have to excuse me. There are some sponsor ads from our sponsors because of the financial situation of this institution is such. And also because many people have died and nobody wants to work anymore. Okay, so where were we? Okay, so for week 2, we'll be looking at economy, how the horror genre is literally crafted for human consumption. You'll see the example, the movie Shutter, which was made in Thailand in 2004 and then adopted for Hollywood in the US in 2008, then adopted for Bollywood in India in 2010. So for week 3, we will be looking at ghostly appetites. We'll look at the hungry ghost. We'll look at vampirism, cannibalism, and ghostly desires. Why are ghosts hungry? Why do ghosts eat? And how can we negotiate desires and offerings when it comes to hunger?
This is the perfect gift for you and your loved ones, and a great way to treat yourself. A set of sake shot glass and a butt plug, which are made from hand-blown glass.
Wow.
You drink sake from the shot glass, then you insert the butt plug into your anus. Bok Bok is the perfect gift for any sake lover.
Okay, so the ads are based on our algorithms of who's present in the class. So once again, I apologize. Let's go to week 4. So for week 4, we'll also look at inverted horror, which is why is it scary when humans see fluids and bloods and guts when it crosses the threshold of the skin and the body? So this is supposed to be a slide of my work, but I guess this ad is taking up space. This ad is all over it. This ad of white men is taking up a lot of space here. So I guess my work will always be overlooked or a mystery. So let's talk about the cosmology of ghost. Where do ghosts go when ghosts die? When ghost is no longer a ghost? Is there heaven or hell? Do they go up another karmic level? So in week 6 and 7, we'll learn about poistergeising, which is the ability to haunt through objects. In my opinion, that's my favorite way of haunting because you get to haunt through absence. You get to haunt through not being there. And so I guess this is why humans love ghosting so much, right? So in week 7, we'll go into karmic justice, where ghosts get to deliver paranormal punishments. We'll be also watching one of my favorite movies, which is Phobia 2, an anthology of 5 short movies. And oh, whoa. Yeah. Well, I think we're getting Zoom bombed. Elizabeth is my assistant. Are you still there? Okay, well, can you make this go away?
The Bok Bok D platform is an authentic, eccentric, and delicious art piece.
No. Is someone...
Inspired by the resurgence of 90s platforms.
Okay.
The Nike SB Dunk High.
In collaboration with Momofuku and
The Kentucky Fried Chicken. In collaboration with Crocs Classic Clogs.
Are we being haunted right now? What's going on?
the Fockblock deplatform takes it to another level. Be the talk of the town at your next protest.
Okay, well, I guess we would just have to end our session right here. All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here once again on Zoom. I know that a lot of you came from COVID, but some of you are also here from state-sanctioned violence and femicide, and currently the West Coast fire. So in this class, we'll be learning how to create horror for those living, because you're all dead, right? Because if you're not dead, I don't know why you are here. This is a class for ghosts learning how to haunt humans. All right, so our first assignment is to come up with our ghost name. Mine is obviously MC, which stands for Murderous Camel. So I hope you don't drop this class. I hope to see you next week. And I hope to see you next week. Okay. Thanks for coming. Bye. Hi everyone, welcome to Karmic II. My name is May Maylisa Cat, and I am a multidisciplinary artist based in Portland, Oregon. I am so happy to be here and have the opportunity to explore the audio components for this project at the Jack Straw Cultural Center. Karmic II is a continuation of my project Karmic I. So Karmic II and Karmic I examine ghosts in media, specifically Southeast Asian ghosts, and a particular Southeast Asian ghost named Pikachu, who is like a floating cannibalistic vampiric head. That's like a Southeast Asian staple. And I was introduced to that with my grandma waking me up for school by putting on the show every morning. And so with that content, I'm tracing the steps back to see what constructs horror, what constructs a monster, and what is the process of monsterization. So with Karmic I, I proposed that I watch horror movies for a year, and then I created an immersive installation at Open Signal in Portland, Oregon. And then for Karmic II, I was able to explore sound, specifically creating music and reinterpretation of that Thai ghost soap opera theme song, and also through storytelling, through fake workshop or class. that also goes into critiquing capitalism and has a little bit of a pandemic-based humor. So, with Karmic II, what you'll see here, you'll see some sculptures that I've created, which is a magazine that's been laser cut, and also you'll see some video work I've been doing. So I think that's it for me. Please, if you like it, share, take photos, and as always, you can find me at May Maylisa Cat on IG. Thank you so much to the Jack Straw Cultural Center and all the staff who have been incredibly supportive and helpful. I hope you get to see it in person with social distancing protocols, with masks on. So yeah, once again, thank you so much. Bye.